Hi everyone, Allison Livingston here, Power Struggles to Peace. So glad to be with you and amazing skill development today. I really have a message of hope that parenting doesn't have to be such a struggle, even during a pandemic, even with a strong-willed child. And I just want to let everyone know that there are skills that can make it easier and that you're not alone. So I'm going to jump into today, the next in a series on essential skills to make this all easier. And the one is about emotional well-being and how we weren't taught how to be in emotional well-being. At least I wasn't when I was a child. So it's hard for us to give this to our kids. Ironically, they come out of the womb knowing how to do it. We just need to mirror and validate them. However, life gets in the way and our old patterns get in the way. So there's four keys, a myth, and two obstacles that go into this that I just want to go through today. One is that emotions are biological. It's part of our biology. It's how we were designed as humans, and it gets us to pay attention. And so that's the first thing, that they are necessary. Most of us wish they were not, if you were brought up like me. The second is that they are felt in our bodies as sensation, that there's actually energy that, again, is our biology at work, getting us to pay attention to what's important. The third is that emotions need to be experienced fully, not just thought about. Again, I have a lot of old patterns about just thinking about emotions and figuring it out and making sense of it. And that's not how they're designed. That's not how the chemistry part works. So also, if we think about emotions too much, if I think about anger versus experiencing the feeling of anger in my body as sensation, in my jaw, in my stomach, in my heart rate, I can get caught in an emotional cognitive loop and get stuck there. And that's what I think a lot of people associate with emotions and why they have such a negative rap. And then the next is that they are designed to give us information. As I said, it's designed to pay attention to something, to give us information about our met and unmet needs. So this could be the need for food, water, it could be the need for rest, physical needs. It can also be the need to be seen, accepted, love, to contribute. If you go to my website, there is a list of all the best needs and feelings and how they correlate. So if you're having hard, uncomfortable emotions like embarrassment, anger, shame, anxiety, you probably, that's our system trying to point us to unmet needs. Put our attention there. If you're feeling joyful, content, easeful, happy, then that's a sign that our needs are met, that we're feeling abundant. So that's why they're so important. They're our compass. So the myth is that you made me feel angry. Someone makes us feel. That actually isn't how it works. What happens is that there's a stimulus. Someone could say something to us, and I feel in response to what my life experience is, what my implicit memories are, and my whole self. So sometimes I'll have the exact same stimulus and I'll feel fine. Like if my friend is late, I will feel, oh my goodness, wonderful. I am actually running behind as well. And sometimes that same friend will be late and I will be pissed at her because I rearranged my schedule and now I'm going to bump up to my next thing. So it really has nothing to do with the stimulus, but boy, do we go there like a lightning rod. So that's a really key myth to debunk. Then the other two obstacles, why emotions are so challenging for most of us, is that one, we get a lot of messages and conditioning from our culture that we should be together, we should not be feeling too emotional, we shouldn't express our emotions much, especially during a work day, we should be efficient, we should be contributing, we should just stay on track. that is at least how I was brought up, and I have really got a lot of conditioned beliefs around that I'm having to now unlearn, because when I'm not connected to my emotions, when I'm not able to be in emotional well-being, emotional flow, then I really can't truly connect with another person. I can't relate, because I'm coming from this more robotic part of myself, more habit forming. It's a whole nother topic, but so we get a lot of conditions, especially men and boys, but all of us, about don't be sad. For women in particular, don't be angry, don't be too assertive. There's great movies about this, The Mask You Live In and Misrepresentation. I'm sure there's tons of other great ones, but just about all the social conditioning we get. So again, we have to unlearn all of that now. And then the other obstacle is that we have all these defense patterns. So some of the emotions are uncomfortable. They have uncomfortable experience sensations in our body. So why would we keep doing that if it's unpleasant? Well, it turns out that, again, we need to get these messages and meet our needs. And so we actually have to sit in, experience these uncomfortable sensations, these uncomfortable emotions of anger, of sadness, of shame. They're all trying to tell us what matters to us. They're trying to guide us to our values. They're trying to guide us to actions that will meet our needs. So it's an amazing system. We've just gotten off track. So to get us back on track and to live into emotional well-being, I'd like to encourage you to work with your kids and yourself on 4 different things. One is that, and this is to go counter to our own physical body sensation of discomfort, as well as our cultural messages, to be the strong one and not to be vulnerable. So the first one is to name the emotion. So if you can even just grab a name, and that's by having the vocabulary around your house. There's lots of great visual aids and cards, manipulatives that you can get. So just name the emotion instead of just being stuck in it, unconsciously in it. When you can name it, that gives you that little bit of a grab of being a witness. So that's the first key. Name it to tame it. So name, I'm frustrated. The second thing is to tune into my body sensations. If you go to my website, there's information about a body scan. So just sense in, what's my stomach doing? What's my heat, my temperature doing? Where's there tension in my body, in my shoulders, and my jaw? And just noticing that will, again, help us get to the witness and less hooked by it, less grabbed by it. The next one is to be curious. What matters to me? What is important? I probably have an unmet need if I'm feeling frustrated. What is it? Am I wanting understanding? Wanting clarity? Am I wanting to contribute? Am I wanting shared reality? What is it that's important to me right now? Then the last is to just remind yourself, I'm not alone, and this won't last forever. They have done scientific experiments and suggest that emotions will last as a physical sensation in your body 6 to 90 seconds. So they really won't last forever. Again, the challenge comes is if we get into a cognitive emotional loop and we keep thinking and we keep believing our thoughts, attached to our thoughts, and so we re-trigger ourselves and we can stay stuck there for hours, days. So again, I encourage you to play with these skills. I'm going to have a more in-depth class about this and how to survive the holidays with a lot of big emotions with family, and especially this year with COVID, on December 8th. Tuesday, December 8th at 11. So if you want to sign up for that, it's part of the membership. So I can tell you all about that. Just direct message me. Thanks, and have a great week. I hope that you try just being with emotions, trying not to repress them, numb them, offload them onto your kids, your spouse. There's so many things we do. There's wonderful support to learn how to practice and be better at this in the Real Peace Place community. So I really do encourage you, because it's such an affordable value that can change your life. So everyone, have a great week, and we will see you next week.